Okay, welcome back, and now we're going to talk about exponents and square roots. So what is an exponent? Okay, so before we get into that, we have to understand multiplication, where we get a lot of times where we want to multiply things really fast. Like, for example, when we add, right, we add numbers together, but what if we want to add groups of numbers, a bunch of groups of numbers? Well, that's where multiplication comes in. Multiplication is what we call fast adding, right? Well, exponents come into play when we want to multiply things quickly, okay? Or represent multiplication in a fast manner. So let's give an example. So when we talk about exponents, let's say we want to multiply the same number over and over and over again. For example, what if I want to do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, right? So I want to multiply these numbers. Well, we can use exponents to represent this in a much more compact way and be able to do the math faster. Okay, so what does this mean? It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can write this with exponents, which would be 2 to the exponent of 6. And so the exponent is the 6. That's what we call the exponent. And so this way of writing this number denotes what we're doing. So what does it mean? We are multiplying 2 by itself 6 times. Okay? And so exponents are used in many different situations. One of the ways that we can write exponents is if we have something like this. Okay, if we have a number like that. And so in many situations, in physics and chemistry, biology, we deal with really large numbers, okay, or really small numbers. And we want to be able to write these numbers in a compact way instead of taking up a lot of space, right? Or writing it out in words, right? So one way to do this is, well, we can write this as a multiple of 10, right? So we can write this as how many times are we multiplying 10? Because as we know, right, if you think about multiplying by 10, if I do 10 times 10, that's equal to 100. So I have 2 zeros. 2 tens gives me 2 zeros. If I do 10 times 10 times 10, well, that's going to give me 1,000. 3 zeros, 3 tens. So, and of course, I can write this as 10 squared, right, using my exponential form. Right? And this is what this is called, exponential form. This is called expanded form, right? And of course, this is called standard form. Okay, you don't really need to know that, but it's just good to know these things. So this I can write as 10 to the third, right? 2 tens, 2 zeros. 3 as an exponent, 3 tens, 3 zeros. So that gives us a way that I can represent this very large number as what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 10 to the 18th power, which means I'm going to multiply 10 by itself 18 times. So if I have, let's say 3, right? Then I can represent this number as what? 3 times 10 to the 18th power. Because what am I doing? I'm basically taking this number and multiplying it by 3. And so then this in here is just 10 to the 18th power. And so I get 3 times 10 to the 18th power. Okay, so again, I'm just sharing with you some things that we use exponents for. So, but this number up here is called an exponent, and the exponent is defined by telling us how many times we're multiplying that number by itself. Okay, so again, it's just a way of showing fast multiplication. Okay, so if we want to multiply things fast, then we represented it using exponents. So what's an example? So let's do an example of what I mean. Okay, so, actually, no, I did, let's see here. Actually, I already did an example. So let's do another one. So let's do this one. So if I have, for example, oops, not that. If I have that, then how would I write this in exponential form? Well, I just count how many 3's I'm multiplying, so it's 5, right? So there are 5 3's, so this is going to equal 3 to the 5th power. And that's it. Have a great day.